The following Jackass Nation production is powered by Cinelinx. Cinelinx.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinx. You're listening to Gifted Talkers, powered by Cinelinx.com and presented by the Jackass Nation and the Offshoots Radio Network. And now, your host, the Jackass.
Yo, welcome back to Gifted Talkers. I am your host, the one, the only, the Jersey Jackass, your boy, B to the C. What is going on? I am sitting here with Quad C. What up?
Oh man, it's a lovely Tuesday because we had a brand new episode of The Gifted. That means we get to have a brand new episode of Gifted Talkers. So.
Damn straight and good. And it was a fun episode. But most important, I'm not going to bury the lead. I put this on Twitter the other night.
Yeah.
We found it. I found it out. I figured it out. We know who he is.
Who is he?
The spider-webbed.
Yeah.
He is Shatter. A Morlock. He's a Morlock with the ability to crystallize liquids into solids. He has a crystal body and accelerated healing factor.
Very cool.
Yes.
That's awesome.
At first, because they say his name, and I thought they said Shudder.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find anything on Shudder, so I was pissed. And then at the very end, while I'm just kind of, sitting there letting the episode die down and the credits are rolling, I see the name Shatter. And I was like, oh, it's Shatter, not Shudder.
Yeah.
And then I realize, I go look it up, and boom, there he is.
And that's cool. I'm glad we finally are figuring out who he is.
Yeah.
Because each episode, you have one extra that gets, the star role.
Right.
Okay?
It was him today.
So this week it was him. And we got to find out just at least his name.
Yeah. And then he's kind of all about that mutant pride.
Yeah, go him. Good for him. But that's... I wanted to see that power in action. Though.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that whenever they finally do that raid on the Mutant Underground compound, that eventually they'll show that he has these certain abilities.
Yeah.
I just don't know when. They keep teasing that it's going to happen the next week.
The war is coming.
The war is coming. But I still think we're about 2 episodes away for that one.
Well, you know what? The movies kind of did that too. They always talk about the impending war.
Yeah. Always. And even in this show, they're like, the X-Men talked about a war. Can we see this war, please?
Oh, but all right. So we did have the new episode was called "Boxed In," and it was a lot of fun. Most of it was, kind of making sure people are safe from after what happened in the last one. We got our flashback of
July
Turner
15th.
Of July 15th. We didn't see much, but we saw that Turner's daughter gets.
Yeah, and that was cool. That was cool to see that.
It was very Punisher-esque.
It was.
It really felt Punisher-like.
Although I was kind of wondering, where's his wife after that blast? Because it just shows him laying down. He's just like, no, my daughter's dead. I'm like, you haven't looked up yet.
Or you hear the wife screaming at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was such a weird scene because there's a little bit of debris and stuff around, but he's perfectly clean and fine.
He's perfectly fine.
There, I'm good, but
yeah,
I'm kind of comfortable, so I'm not really gonna move.
I was in the one spot that nothing hit. My wife's still alive. That's cool. Apparently, they really wanted to kill that merry-go-round.
Yeah, and what made me mad was they're Dallas, Texas. And I was like, that's not Dallas, Texas.
That wasn't Dallas.
That wasn't Dallas at all.
I don't even know where in Dallas that would even be.
No. Because I kept looking at the skyline. I'm like, that's not our skyline at all.
That actually was my biggest issue with this episode.
Yeah.
Was that they were talking about Oakland.
Yeah.
The Oakland incident. July 15th. The July 15th incident. So, I was assuming that this was all in Oakland.
Yeah.
And they show it was in Dallas, and it was just a protest that went wrong?
Well, see... Was Oakland supposed to be July 15th?
They said something happened after the Oakland incident or something. Which that's my problem.
See, but is the Oakland incident and July 15th the same incident?
I don't know. But they keep throwing and chucking out all these different side things that we don't know about. For instance, why did the Oakland incident have any effect on a underground mutant compound in Atlanta?
Oh, true.
So I don't understand like, why they keep throwing out Oakland, why they threw out July 15th, and none of it's connected.
Unless it's something like a certain event happened on July 15th, and then all around everyone rioted because of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
well, you know, it set off a chain reaction that had the entire country up in a tizzy.
Sure.
You know, which, you know, Americans, we do a lot.
We do, but still, like, I want to see that connection.
Yeah.
And that's what I was hoping to see with this flashback. We saw what happened July 15th.
Yeah.
But the fact that they threw out Dallas really messed with me.
Yeah,
and
you know what? I didn't even notice. I didn't even think about that part.
Yeah, and then I love how she was like, oh, you know, my Dallas PD officer, and I'm like, Dallas PD. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, so then we go into the episode, and you know, Mom is she's just very wishy-washy. Mm-hmm. Because what's his name, Invisible Boy, shows back up, and he's mad that Reed's even there.
Yeah.
And Reed's like, well, I gotta go help them, so I'm gonna go do this little mission here. And Mom's like, you can't do that. Why?
That's not wishy-washy. That's her character.
Yeah, but
she never wants anybody to go do anything.
Exactly. At first she like she gets mad at him.
Yeah.
Because of him doing that sting he was kind of helping set up. Like she's just like, what? Why would you do that? And that's why I'm just like, what do you mean? Why would he do?
He's trying to get home to you. Like he'll do anything.
Like
yeah.
And not even like I get that it was wrong, but why would you be surprised that he would do that?
Yeah.
Because you are like, you know what his job was. Like,
yeah, that shouldn't be anything new to you. It's not like you just found out that he used to prosecute mutants.
Absolutely.
Okay, like that wasn't a big twist. To me, her part wasn't so much annoying as it was the whole conflict between Reed and the bartender guy.
Yeah.
That part just annoyed the crap out of me. Like, the fact that he wouldn't let him explain himself.
Yeah.
And every scene was, hey, I just want to tell you what... I don't want to listen to you. I don't want anything to do with you. You need to get out.
You can get out. I'm not gonna lie, I actually liked that. Because it felt very real to me. Like, I'm like, well, yeah, like this guy almost got that mom and kid killed.
Sure.
I would be the same way.
First scene, okay. But then whenever you bring Thunderbird in, Thunderbird should be that mediator that allows that bartender dude to kind of be like, okay, what's going on? Oh, right on.
See, but I still would be like, dude, are you sure about this? This is wrong. I don't think we should do this. This guy already fooled me once. Y'all sent him to me.
Yeah.
And then look what happened. He almost got us killed. He almost got us caught. Like, I understand the anger there. I get it.
Sure, the anger is warranted. Yeah. I just think the delivery was annoying, I guess. Like, the fact that they kept repeatedly going back to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, Reed, chill out, bro. Sometimes you don't get along with everybody that you work with.
Yeah.
And you just gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
Let it kind of settle itself. And then that dude almost got left.
So, and then we have the other side story here that we're getting to as it slowly starts. Well, actually, let's go ahead. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's stick with one story at a time. Let's stick with Reed and
sure.
Homie. So they go on this mission,
right? because
Reed needs to be.
Well, because Sentinel Services are like getting closer and closer to the compound.
Yeah,
and so Reed's like, "Oh, I can draw them away."
Because I know how they think, which I really liked that aspect of it.
I did too.
It's like I was like, oh, that's smart. That's exactly what someone who would have done that would do.
Yeah, I love the fact that he was like, oh, that's a petty crime. Why would they send all the forces to a petty crime? And then he's just like circling on a map. I kind of wanted to see that map in relation to where
they were,
the compound was, but they never showed that.
Yeah.
So I didn't really understand the fear there. But outside of that, yeah.
Yeah, and he goes up. He's like, I just got to go and get photographed by, street cameras.
Yeah.
Which then you sit and you watch. And go, God damn, big brother, chill out.
Right.
Like I get it, you're searching for somebody, but still, like you just be taking pictures like all the time.
All the time. Looking for anybody with blood on their leg and wearing a prison outfit.
And he's still just, he's got a little limp, but he's walking all right. Like, damn my knee. Like, I don't care. I don't need no metal screws.
I feel like feel like that doctor was like, I mean, you don't really need to have knee surgery, but we could put a couple screws in there if you really want to work.
You'll be fine.
If you really want to run that marathon, we could put some screws in your knee.
Like, sir, you never know. Someone might need these metal screws later in life. And so we're going to put that. They're actually just going to be nails. They can be pulled out, and it's not going to make much of a problem.
It's going to hurt like a bitch coming out.
Yeah, there'll be blood, but you'll be able to walk pretty fine. It'll be, I mean, not so much penguin, but you'll be able to get around.
Yeah.
There'll be a limp. Kind of a swagger.
It's your pimp walk.
There you go. Yeah. So he's walking, and you're seeing everyone just going, oh, that's the guy, which I thought was going to play more of a role in this.
Yeah, kind of like, hey, get him!
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
But it was more of these people are just in the background. They're just there.
Yeah, and there were a lot of foot shots on this scene, which I thought was weird.
Yeah.
Like a lot of foot shots.
And so I'm sitting there, and the whole time I'm going, well, Invisible Redneck is not going to be there when he gets.
I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
I thought he was gone, and I thought Reed was going to get taken.
Well,
again.
I mean, my thought was he was going to be there, but he was going to drive off. He was going to look him in the eye like deuces,
and then go invisible and drive off. Yeah, I totally expected that too.
I did not expect the whole little bump into the car, like, oh, here's the car.
Yeah, like how convenient was that?
Yeah,
like you're supposed to meet at this intersection. And he's like, I'm going to park over here that's not at that intersection and just go invisible. He'll find me.
Well, I think it's more that he was watching him, but how are you to know that that's the way that Reed was going to go?
Right? And then he just like, I love his response of, well, now I know what side you're on. How? How do you know which side? He walked down the street.
Absolutely. All right. And so then, meanwhile, Polaris and Eclipse are going on the run to kind of try and lead people the other way.
Sure.
Which, okay, that sounds like a good plan. Not really.
No. And I kind of didn't understand it at first. No. I was like, why aren't they at the compound yet? Oh, okay. I guess they're just going to keep...
Yeah, and then they happen to run into Turner.
Yeah.
Who you would think they would understand plastic by now.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But, us humans, we're dumb.
We're just so dumb.
We never realize... plastic.
Yeah, despite the fact that you caught her, you filled her room with plastic, but, let's just use metal guns.
Exactly. So they kidnap Turner.
Yeah.
And,
which, before that scene when they kidnap Turner, I thought was really cool. Yeah. How one of his lackeys gets, thrown into the car.
Yeah.
I thought that was so badass.
And she just walk up. She swings the gun. She's like, "Yeah, what up, dog?
Yeah,
you done messed up. You like taking powers? What's up?" And then we get, and she almost chokes the life out of him with that damn thing. Mm-hmm. And I loved her line. It's like, well, he likes putting collars on people so much. I thought I'd give him one of his own.
Right? Yeah, that was really cool. I just I thought they were gonna take him to the compound. I
did too. And then I kind of really wondered how on earth did the other cops find him?
That was my question too. Does that guy have some chip that has LoJack on him or something? Because that was too convenient.
Yeah,
I would have liked one scene where they were like, "Oh, his LoJack's popped up. We have him on the radar.
Yeah,
we're going to go find him."
And there was nothing about that. It was just, they're here.
Because we're Sentinel Services and we're smart. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but... and there's some of the worst negotiators ever.
Oh, terrible.
There's have you heard from them? Nope, we're going in. That's not how... No.
I had a similar thought too with that moment, but then also with the later moment with the mom doing surgery.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, trust me. That's all. That's all in my notes. That's all that we're saving the mom and surgery. Because
couple problems with that. But yeah, no, you're right. I love how the guy's like, okay, have y'all talked to him? No, we're not. We're just gonna bypass that. We're going in.
We're going in, and then I loved I thought she was gonna take those poles out and make like a fence or something.
Sure.
But she just throws them into the car and it's so dangerous.
Yeah.
Throwing smoke.
We gotta get back. Throw the tear gas.
Which would trip me out. All right, and before we get to them coming in there, we have Blink starting to figure out what Dreamer does. Mm-hmm. This was a stretch for me. Because as soon as she finds out Dreamer's power, she starts putting 2 and 2 together. And I'm just like, I don't think you would do that. Like, I don't think that's immediately your thought would be.
Well, I think they've established in the previous episodes that the memories that she have are not her own. Or they shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Because she even asked Thunderbird the last episode, hey, we didn't ever do this, right? And he was like, no. So now automatically she's already suspicious of this memory. She doesn't understand why it's there. She doesn't understand why she has these feelings. And she even says it. I don't know why I have these feelings for a guy I don't even know.
Yeah. I get the feeling that it was like more of a dream to her or something. Not so much an actual memory, but it was like a dream she keeps having.
Yeah.
And so in that place, I would be like, well, maybe you just, want to bone the dude. Like, you don't know.
I just want to bone him.
Like,
I just keep having sex dreams.
Maybe you just want to get it in. I wouldn't immediately go, oh, this bitch put this in my head.
Yeah.
Like, that wouldn't be, like, I guess that's just me. Maybe I'm just not.
She didn't have it initially. Like, she heard it and she was like, huh. And then she saw it in action and she was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Hold up. And I like how she talked about how, like, she was having a conversation with her, and now that conversation's gone.
See, and I thought we were going to get a quick, like, memory of her remembering the mist or something. They didn't show it to us, but I guess, like that's kind of like a read between the line kind of. Once she saw it, that's where it started picking. At the beginning, it started bothering me. I thought maybe this should have carried out over another episode. And maybe they shouldn't have had her like shown that she's starting to put it together early on. She's just like, oh, all right, that's cool.
I think,
and then when she sees the mist, that's when it goes. Wait a minute.
I actually think that they did it at the perfect time.
Yeah,
because I think if they had pushed it to another episode, that actually might have been detrimental to her character, because it would have shown like, oh, she's oblivious.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that's her arc. She's trying to figure out why she has this memory. And now she's understanding, okay, hold up, she can insert memories?
Yeah.
Now suddenly 2 and 2 should be put together.
Yeah, at that point. True. I guess, yeah. Maybe I guess it's just me being like, yeah, all right, that's cool. Yeah, that's what you can do. It doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm just dumb.
You would make the worst mutant.
Obviously. I'd make the worst everything. Like, you're just the worst.
I just hope, like, if you ever get mutant powers, it's just, like, super strength. And it's just like, BC, hit the wall. Okay? Boom.
Thor Ragnarok is so good. Super Hulk.
No, we're not. Okay,
I know.
We're not talking
I'm
that
sorry.
Marvel,
I'm sorry. You said
we're
super strength.
We're talking Fox Marvel, and I know that you love the Hulk.
Exactly. I went straight. There. I'm like, oh, Hulk. Okay, so we go to Blink and Dreamer now show up. Here we are at the place, and we're doing it to Turner. We're fucking Turner up.
Yeah. I mean, they threw the tear gas at the very wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
Because she even says, I can't leave him like this.
Yeah.
Because she is just searching and clawing through all those different memories and leaves him with the memory of his daughter still alive.
Yeah.
Just messed up.
Oh,
and let's give the motivation. They're going through his memory so they can try to figure out what happened to Pulse.
Exactly. And that's what... He gets home in that last scene. And they're like, yeah, they checked me out. Everything's good. We're fine. I had to get debriefed. We're good.
Yeah.
Nobody noticed anything else was wrong? Is that the only thing that's wrong is he thinks his daughter's alive?
Yeah.
So at no point was it like, man, I really got to get home to my wife and kid. And someone go, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Wait a second. What did he just say?
We need to check this out a little more. Bring the doctors.
Yeah, I want to know what their debriefing, what their procedure is.
Yeah.
Because if it has, like, you have to dive into their psyche.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, what happened on this day? Yeah, this happened. What are our protocols for this? And I would assume that protocols would change from time to time. And then eventually just be like, what happened on July 15th? That right there should have been a really big thing. Or, you know, he got his head messed up. What was the protocol? He's just like, I'm fine. Okay, cool. You're clear to go home.
You're good. So I just had you. Everything's all right. All right, man. We'll see you later. Go on home to your wife and kid. Yeah, whatever, man. It's cool.
I just expected this giant fat guy, like Newman, sitting behind like in a lab coat, sitting behind like the desk, and just be like, "Yeah, you're good."
Yeah, man, go ahead, get on out of here.
No, you didn't say the magic word.
Well, I think he's fine. He didn't need a magic word today. We're all right.
I'm going to the bar.
I don't know why I'm turning him into a Canadian either. Yeah, you know, it's going to be all right, eh?
Well, hey, we're in the X-Men universe. You need to have some Canadians.
You got to have Canadians in the X-Men universe, so. All right, now we're back at the compound. And also, this is definitely close to the episode where they're like, hey, we need to save some money.
Yes.
Because we're just going to go in this other room and have a purple light rather than Blink opening up anything right now.
Yeah, they really... Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, I saw that too, and I'm like, that's cheap.
Yeah, well, it didn't bother me. I was all right with it.
Because I'm pretty sure purple smoke or pink smoke is easy to generate. Yeah. That's not expensive. Yeah. And then, the light effect, that's probably easy to do. And then the Polaris effect. That's it. And that's all the powers that were shown in this episode. I forgot to mention this before when we started we had the conversation about the baby. Yeah. And we get the Storm reference, Aura. I didn't put that together. Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know if it's just like I want to name her after Storm or something or what. But that was definitely because that's Storm's real name, Aura Monroe.
I mean, that baby better come out mixed or something.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I don't think that it's meant for the baby to be Storm. Yeah. But
because it still could be Rory, guys.
Rory, yes, Rory. And I was like, well, that's not much of an X-Men reference.
No, I thought he said Bori for like Borealis. Oh. I'm like, that's terrible. And then he was like, it's short for Aurora, or it's the male version of Aurora. I'm like, he meant Rory. Got it.
All right, so now we're back at the compound. We got to make the rest of the mutants realize that Mom and the kids are on the same team. And so, Mom's just a full-on surgeon now.
I love how she says, I'm not a surgeon, guys.
But I'm going to cut this guy open. And now, I know this is audio, so you guys can't see this, but I'm going to show my notes to Matt here.
Yeah, he writes, that's not how surgery works. And that is completely true.
You don't, this guy's wide awake, everything's fine, and we just slice his stomach straight open.
Yeah.
One, gruesome for Fox.
Very gruesome for Fox. Yeah,
didn't see that guy. I had to look away even.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, oh, all right, we're just slicing, and it's just, okay, cool.
Well, okay. Yes, that's not how surgery works, because, the guy was completely fine. Like, not fine, he was awake. He was conscious for this. It's not an appendectomy, okay? Yeah. You don't need he can't be awake for that. No. And then the second thing is, she cut in the complete wrong spot. They're treating a part that's like, I guess maybe a few inches to the right. Yeah. That has the actual bullet in it, and she cuts right at the belly button. Yep. I'm like, what? You're just gonna dig in there? You're just gonna don't worry about it. I'm gonna come in from the side. Exactly. I'm just gonna bypass all these really vital organs and really just get into the meat of it.
I kept waiting I'm like, do we not have a mutant that can do this? Yeah. Is there not some kind of mutant that can do something?
How is there not a healer amongst all these mutants? Yeah. Did they just not do a poll? And maybe that's why the mutants were watching, and they were like, "Wait, hold up, why is she cutting into that dude? Gary's right over there."
Should we tell her about Gary? No, let's see how this plays out.
Because they really were. There were just 3 mutants that just kept staring in that room, just wondering what was about to happen. Not one of them wanted to come in and just be like, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't touch him." I don't know.
Yeah, maybe not slice right down the middle of him and open him up like a freaking baked potato.
I really want the next episode for that girl that just was staring at them the entire time to come in and be like, hey, I'm an actual surgeon.
That's not how you do that. That's not. You were way off. I'm gonna have to recommend that you go back to class.
But here's what's not in your notes that I think is a pretty big issue. So, after surgery's done, right? He's bleeding out. And so Lauren decides to use her powers to send in an air bubble to apply pressure to an artery. So now the bleeding stopped. They've sewn him back up, which, by the way, 3 stitches. Who knew?
Well, you know, that's how surgery works.
And now the air bubble just dissipates, and he's fine. I'm like, no, he's dead. Yeah. That guy is dead.
Yep.
I was waiting for them to pull the air bubble out.
Yeah.
And they did not.
Yeah.
That dude is totally dead.
Well, to be fair,
that dude died 4 times.
To be fair, there's only 3 stitches, so it's still very easy for the air to just, seep right out. Like, you did not close that Ziploc bag very nice, and air is it's coming out. Yeah, we're good there. So, that's definitely part of my negatives.
Yeah.
And you know what? We can go ahead and jump into negatives now if you want.
Let's just do it.
Because that really did bother me. That whole aspect of the makeshift nursery.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is... Look, if you wanted Mom to be like the surgeon, at least say she was a doctor going into the show.
Yeah, don't discredit her so many times. Say she was a doctor, but she decided to quit so that way she could spend time with her family.
Yeah.
Cool. That's one line that just completely justifies everything.
Instead of the one line of, I took 1 nursing class.
She took 1 nursing class, but suddenly now she knows everything.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
So that definitely bothers. Like you can have the conflict be not that she's not a trained doctor, but that she doesn't have the equipment to do this stuff.
Or that she's
could be the conflict.
That, and also I don't understand how to work with mutants.
Yeah.
That's another conflict.
Exactly. You could have had her been a trained doctor who just... Yeah, I'm not saying she has to be Doctor Strange.
Sure, no.
She didn't have to be the best in the world, but she could be a trained doctor.
She could have been an ER doctor or something. Fine, okay. But don't make it out to be like, I took 1 class in college and then I decided to go get my art degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just annoying. To me, while the episode was fine, and they hit a lot of points that are going to set up into the next few episodes to come, this one was the most plot hole ridden episode of the entire series so far. It felt like the first filler episode. I think so. It just felt sloppy.
Yeah,
like the first few, everything was great. The biggest problem we had was the fact that the screws in Reed's leg. That's the biggest issue we've had.
Yeah.
And now that has just waterfalled into everything in this episode. So I'm hoping the next episode they clear it up. But yeah, there were a lot of issues in this one.
I also didn't like that we didn't get a lot of the kids. I really want them to get more involved and stuff. I didn't like that they were just kind of there.
We saw Lauren kill a guy, so
yeah, of course. There we go. We had that. So and
I did like how the son, she was like, I need you to help, and the son's just like, with him? All right,
sure.
I guess.
And then when he's like, "Yo, I can donate blood." No, you can't do that. Damn it, Mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. No kid knows what their blood type is.
That's true.
All right. I didn't know what my blood type was.
You know what? I'll give him this. I did like that they had the one it's like what? You surprised I remembered something from science class?
Okay, you remember that O negative is the universal blood donor.
Yeah. Totally
great. Fine, that's wonderful. How the hell do you know that
you
are O negative? And how does your mom not know that you're O negative?
But even that is just like when he's like I can donate blood, and she's like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
What?
Why?
Why, Mom? God damn! What is wrong with your character?
She never wants her family to do anything. She's like, I'm cool doing it, but you guys better sit down and shut up.
You're just the worst.
She is. Like, I tried for a while to just give her credit.
Because it's Amy Ackler.
Because it is Amy Ackler, and I do like her. But that character is kind of getting on my nerves right now.
Yeah. But,
like, it's to the point where it's just too much.
Yeah.
Like, you, by now, we're like 4 episodes in. You need to understand the situation that you're in.
Yeah. It's about time.
Yeah.
And you know, I feel like we're maybe getting there, but she just still has her little, well, we have to have things for mom to say.
Sure.
We got to make her sound like a mom. But at the same time, you're just like, well, she doesn't sound like a mom. She sounds like a crazy lady.
Yeah. Like, at that moment, whenever he said, I'm O negative, I can help, which already was flawed, she should have been like, are you sure? And he'd be like, yeah, okay, let's do it. That's it.
Yeah.
Get that lighter out. Start working.
Exactly. So, and I thought they were about to have a storyline where he got passed out or something, because at the time, like, he looked kind of
yeah, I think,
and then that just kind of went away.
I think the director was probably like, hey, you've had a lot of blood taken out of you, you look woozy. And he's just like, oh,
I feel a little woozy here.
Too much woozy. Dial it back.
So, all right, but do you have any other negatives about this episode?
No, I think we've covered about all of it. I mean, the location, the other plot holes that we've had, that we've talked about, but that's about it. The rest of the episode was good.
Yeah.
What
about things you really liked on this one?
I like that they messed up Turner.
Yeah.
And the reason why I like that is because that is going to... it's going to form a chain reaction that he's going to join with the Doctor.
Yeah.
Because before he was fine, but now they have actually messed with him and they have crossed the line.
Oh, yeah.
They have made him relive his daughter's death, which is super messed up.
He's an ugly crier, too.
Yeah, he's
definitely an ugly crier.
Yeah, he's totally an ugly crier. But that was a good setup for next episode, when the Doctor's going to come back with his southern accent. Is going to be like, well, I know where they are. And then suddenly it's going to be like, great, let's just gear up, let's go kill them.
You're all on board for when they finally show you're like, this is what's gonna do it. This is what's bringing it in.
Yes, because we've talked about this. We've talked about how there hasn't been that focal nemesis, that focal evil in this show. And now this is how we're going to get it.
Yeah, my favorite part, what I really liked about it was the relationship building between Eclipse and Polaris. We really got to see more about their relationship together, and the kid, a little more about the kid and whatnot and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed that, and I really enjoyed that we see a lot of Magneto in her.
Yeah, a lot.
Because when she sees Turner and Eclipse like, yo, we got to go another way. And she's like, nah, let's get this dude.
And she takes control of the car. Yeah.
I thought the plan was, no, we're just going to run through them.
Right.
I thought that's what the plan was. I was a little off. Didn't do that.
Nope.
So,
but she still took him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that too. It's kind of a small thing. Mm-hmm. But I like it when characters, when they say I love you, that the character says it back, because that's realistic.
Yeah.
And it happened a couple of times in this episode. Like, it's always been a pet peeve of mine whenever someone's like, I love you. And then they go away. Like, that's it. Like, the person doesn't respond or they hang up or something like that.
Speaking of hang, that's what I was about to say. My pet peeve, and again, this is not really the same thing, but kind of on that level, is when people on TVs or movies don't say goodbye when they're on the phone.
Right?
No one hangs up a phone without some sort of goodbye.
Yeah. Bye. Later. Talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Something like that. No, it's just like, okay, he's in the building. Click. What?
Because you gotta be the other guy. Yeah. Hello? Did I lose you?
Right.
Are you there? Should I call him back? I don't know. I think we got disconnected. Are you there? Hello? Yeah. I'll put it on speaker. Can you guys hear?
So I like those little things.
Yeah.
I do like those. But yeah, so it was a good setup, and it was good context for that relationship.
Yeah.
And I especially like when they took out the drone too. How she like levitated the mirror or something, and then boom. Which that made me think, what metal is in that mirror?
Frame.
I guess screw. There's a screw in the frame.
Something. Yeah.
She really likes.
My thing was there's like, oh, it's too high. Yo, but I can take these metal bars and throw them really effing
far. Yeah, because they were close. That's just momentum. That's
exactly. Yeah. So, all right. So, did you watch the prediction for the preview for next week?
Okay, so I did, but I will say this: the Gifted, whatever previews for next episode, are not actually indicative of what happens.
Oh, no, not at all.
So it's so hard to actually predict what's going to happen because the previews have shown about 40 times Thunderbird is putting that cinder block or that like giant thing in front of the compound. So that didn't happen in this episode.
Nope.
That didn't happen in the previous episode. I still don't think it's going to happen in this next episode. I think we're one more episode away until he puts that damn thing up there.
I like that it looks like we're starting to really train the kids, though.
Yeah, I do like that.
And once again, we get the line again in the preview of the X-Men said a war is coming.
I swear to God, if we don't see that damn war.
Well, look, it makes so much sense. It goes right on par with the X-Men movies. The war is coming.
Yeah.
What side are you on, brother?
It's like Simon Kinberg was like, hey, make sure that this line is in there about 4 times, okay?
That way people will link it up to the movies.
Yeah. Because the war is coming. The X-Men said so. But you're right. I did like the one scene where Polaris is looking like she's about to start training Lauren.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
And once again, you see Mom, no, I don't want them to live like this.
Oh my God.
And Thunderbird, like, they're mutants. They're going to be fighting for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I do like that. I freaking love Thunderbird.
Yes.
Thunderbird is like the most level-headed person out of this entire series. Well, and I like how they're going to start building up the Doctor and Turner.
Yeah.
Their relationship.
I want to see if somehow we're going to get to a point where we go back and put memories back into Turner or what happens there.
I think he's just going to have to, like, roll through it. Because I thought that they were going to... I didn't know they were going to extract the memories. I thought that she was going to put something in so that way he was like, oh, guys, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That probably would have been a little easier.
A little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, that I shouldn't tell you about this, but, you know, this is the problem.
A memory of, like, oh, these are the people that I tell what happens.
Yeah.
Or something, you know?
These are my bros.
Yeah.
And then he, like, starts attacking Sentinel Services. Like, what? Like, make him a mutant. Make him think he's a mutant.
That would be hilarious.
Right?
Absolutely hilarious.
I thought that was what was going to happen.
Yeah. So, again, I think it's going to be less of the war next episode and more of the mom contradicting the training.
Sure.
I think that's what we're going to get a lot, which, again, leads to me wanting more, you know, because like I said, one of my negatives was we didn't get a lot of the kids this episode. Mm-hmm. I want more of them. I want them in training. I want to see them fighting. I want to see that Kitty Pryde, Iceman, Rogue relationship of them trying to learn.
Yeah.
So.
I think this next flashback... I'm on the fence on which one I think it's going to be, but I think
because you called this one, didn't you?
Yeah, that was going to be July 15th. I feel like this next flashback is going to have to do with I want to say Blink,
okay,
but I think it's going to be the mom.
The mom, okay,
either the mom or the kids, because I think that's going to tie into the reason why she doesn't want them to train, live like that, whatever.
Yeah.
But I really feel like Blink hasn't had her flashback yet, and that's what I want to see.
Could very, very interesting. Matt's flashback thought.
I'm just curious. Like that's one of the most intriguing parts of the show.
Well, I was watching. I was like, man, Matt's good at calling these flashbacks. Like that should be something.
This is going to be my one strike. Like I am going to miss it now. Like.
Well, all right, Matt. Let everybody know where it is they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at MoveTheJoystick. Also Thursdays on SCNS Live. And also on Cinelinks.com. All the news, reviews, and editorials and more are on Cinelinks. I have written so many reviews. Definitely got to check out this latest one for Super Mario Odyssey. And then you can find me this Friday, November 3rd, where Cinelinks presents UGF WWE 2K18 King of the Ring. And it's going to be on the Cinelinks channels of Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and on Mixer.
That's right, where I will be defending my UGF championship because I am still undefeated because I am incredible. That's just how it is. You can find me on all social media at RealJackSBC, RealJackassBC. That's Stardust, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Download Stardust and follow me to make sure you get all my up-to-date reviews of television and movies. There's a brand new one up there for Thor Ragnarok. I got to see it last night, so definitely check that out, guys. Don't forget, It Is What It Is airs this Thursday on Cinelinks.com as well as the Offshoots Network. Thank you guys for listening to Gifted Talkers. Make sure to shout us out. Use the hashtag Gifted Talkers and let us know your thoughts on the episode. And we will see you guys next week.
Thank you for listening to Gifted Talkers. Views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily reflect those of the Offshoots Radio Network, the Jackass Station, or Cinelinks.com. For all your news, reviews, editorials, and more, keep it on Cinelinks.com.